Hey guys, welcome to TBC Shoot. This is take one, and we have Michelle. She is the first one. We are a team of 3. If you want to help us, you are welcome to enter our bank accounts.
I was about to say the same thing. So can you please tell us your name and you can just tell us a little bit about yourself? Your true colors, my sis.
TBC Tense 1 Take 1. Could you please tell us more about you and who you are?
My name is Michelle Rutendo Mushipe.
My name is Michelle Tetendo Mrave.
Michelle Ranger Sangwe.
And I am 19 years old.
And I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 5 plus 7 years old. I'm 17 years old, guys.
I am 19 years old and I am one of the hosts for TBC podcast.
I enjoy trying out new activities. I am part of the Warfare Dance Ministry and I have the gifts of teaching.
I am a 6th form student.
It shows.
I am a business person.
And I also have a business with my 3 friends and it's
Sparkle Pro Cleaning Services, and
I'm also a CEO for Kairos Events. So guys, if you want an event planned out, call me. Yeah.
I am in ministry with a podcast, as a podcast host, and I like evangelizing. Yeah. So Michelle, tell us how TBC started.
Well, it's actually funny because it wasn't intentional. It was just like joking around. Hey, let's start TBC. Let's start a podcast because we're funny. We go, get information. You guys, you love us. But yeah, and then it just ended up being serious. And then that's basically how TBC started. It started off as a joke. And then yeah, we just took it seriously. Yeah. I had a dream about starting a podcast with 2 other friends. So guys, it's prophecy coming to pass. Prophecies coming to pass. It's our season of manifestation.
Amen.
When TBC started. Guys, can I pull on records? Okay, cut. At first I thought it was a joke, guys. I genuinely thought it was a joke. But on my side, I was a little bit serious. I was like, Michelle was like, she sent a voice note. She said, you guys, you know how they said we all have different talents and everything. And Charmaine, you can do this. I can do this. Michelle can do that. Let's just start a podcast. And I was like, okay. I think it's one of those things like the holidays that we said we're going to go to and we don't go to. So I was like, okay, let's just do it. Because I thought, it's just a thing that we talk about. And then we started creating a group chat. TBC, I'm like, we are serious. Buying things off the cart, buying things off Temu. That was
humble beginning.
Humble beginning. So we are humble, guys. Yeah. And then I think it became serious when I saw a verse and he was talking about you being a teacher of the word, and I said I'm putting myself out on a platform where I'm teaching people the gospel, and this has to be serious. And for me, that's how I started taking it more serious. But yeah. What did the start of TBC mean for each one of you?
For me personally, to be honest, when we started off, we didn't think that this has actually started. So it was just like, I'm starting a podcast. But when we actually started doing it, that's when I started realizing that, this means I need to be my word more. I need to actually live a life that's an example. And I can't lie, that part was tricky because you go from obviously reading your Bible and now people actually watch you. Do you know your Bible or do you know? And you need to be serious, mate. So yeah, for me it was like something that I took to heart, that this is what God has called us to do. And that's what we're doing now. Yeah. What's your favorite memory from recording or planning the podcast?
From recording, it has to be the first episode because oh my days, if I tell you how many times, I feel like it took like an hour to actually find that, like, I'll memorize the intro and then actually get comfortable with saying the intro and just kind of know which side is ours. If you've noticed, we all sit on a specific seat for a reason, because during that first episode we were like, no, mine's the left side, mine's the good side, and me and Charmaine have the, like, our favorite side is the left, so we're always like bickering, like, no, it's my turn to sit on the left, it's my turn to sit on the left. But like, yeah, that was my favorite part. And also, like, during that time I ate good. Like, every time, because we would go recording. Like, usually we'd go recording and Charmaine's like,
shout out to Charmaine's mom.
Real, bro. And then after literally every time, she'd be like, no, stay for dinner. And then we'd have Bible study. So I would know that at least every week I'm eating good food. So that was a bonus on top.
Recording. Welcome to TBC podcast, where we are
TBC podcast, where we are focusing on. What are we focusing?
Yes.
We are focusing.
That's the best episode, and that's my favorite. Guys, you have no idea how many times we actually redid that whole thing. My favorite part when we were like organizing to record, I think, is when we now had like the pink blanket and the pink notebooks.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't lie, we were so excited about the pink blanket to put on the sofa, guys. And now, and we had a mini table and all frames and the flower, and we're taking pictures. We're like, guys, this is it.
This is making
it. And it goes. That's my favorite. I think the humble beginnings are my favorite.
Literally, for real.
It's not the most desirable memory, but there's this other time. I think we had a time where it was just me and Michelle recording, and I forgot what topic it was, but we had a really big disagreement.
It was actually about relationships.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't know. Was it friendships and relationships or something?
Nah, it was just relationships. I think you were on about. Was it the cuddling thing that people were
Yeah.
asking? Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys should go watch that one. I was like, no. If not, we are cancelling the podcast because I don't think you're right.
Nah,
Michelle was saying she's right, and I was saying you're wrong. So we were like, and then. How did we come to an agreement? We just said, no, let's just record in silence. We'll talk. And then after that, I don't know. Yeah, it was that. What was the question? Maybe I'm going offline.
That is the question. What's your favorite memory?
Oh, yeah. That was one of my favorite memories. And the one where we got the pink blanket, Michelle said it. I think it was my idea, guys. It was my idea. I was so gassed. And I put the pink blanket and with the pink pillows. It was looking nice.
So cute.
It was so cute.
So
I actually missed that because it was so cozy. And we turn on the fire thing. Mm-hmm. And it was actually so nice. I love that memory so much. Yeah. How has TBC helped you with our relationship and your relationship with God?
TBC has therefore pushed me to understand, like, read and study the Bible in a way that I'd never actually read the Bible, because I feel like sometimes when I did the Bible, it was a way of like, let me read so I can understand. But through TBC, I was now learning how to read so that I can understand, and I'm able to also make other people come to understanding of the word. So it definitely helped me deepen my understanding of the word, and through knowing the word, that's you knowing God, because God is the word. So it deepened my relationship with God as well. And I would say with my friends, it deepened our relationship because, like, now God is the foundation of our friendship and He's the center of our friendship. So every time, like, bro, the amount of time sometimes you don't agree, if it was a thing where like God is in the center, this podcast you'd have seen us 1 month and we're gone. But the thing where like we know what we're doing it and we know who we're doing it for. So that has just helped us. That has just helped us to strengthen our relationship and our friendship. Yeah.
Amen.
Have there been moments where you wanted to give up, and what kept you going?
Give up. Like I said, like the part when I wasn't confident in the knowledge that I had in the word, that's the part where I was like, maybe I should just take a step down. But then once you commit to something, it's kind of hard to let it go. And I'd say, especially from the feedback that we got from people that were like, oh, this is really helpful, oh guys, this is actually nice. Like, guys, I low-key think we're low-key celebrities. Like, argue with who you want to argue, but like just having those people that keep on encouraging you. Like, even when we started posting, I would say we got more support when we started posting compared to now. But it's a thing where like even if it's only one soul that's being saved, if it's only one person that's having conviction through watching what we're saying, or like that's getting encouragement, that's a win for us. Like, I personally believe that we're not here for numbers, we're here for a change and transformation through the word. So for me, I would say just remembering that someone's life could be changed from what we're saying, but just the motivation to keep on going, because now you are kind of like shepherding some people and you can't really just like neglect them. So for me, that's one thing that kind of pushed me to keep on going. And also, like, if I don't actually do this podcast, they will stop being friends with me. That's what they're going to be. So I can't have no choice. Like,
in a nutshell, how would you say that TBC has shaped you become who you are today?
TBC has definitely shaped me in ways that I can't even imagine. Because like I said, I first thought it was a joke, and I did not realize that it's such a, not a heavy burden, but it's such a burden to actually be responsible for people. That when they see you on the screen, they're listening to what you're saying and they're taking it. So one wrong move is costing someone their eternity. One wrong thing that you say without research or proper knowledge, it's costing someone, and someone actually sees you as a, what do you call this? As a role model. Okay, it actually became real when we were in church, and then there were some new people, and they said, "Oh, I've seen you before."
oh yeah.
And they asked for photos. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was in town. I was walking. I remember this other time we were rushing for a meeting, and then someone saw me. She's like, "I know you." And I'm like, "I've never seen you, my sister." She's like, "No, I know you from TBC. Let's take a picture." And I started realizing, yeah, it's actually getting serious. Or even you're just walking and someone would say, "Oh, you're the TBC girl." And I didn't actually think people would watch. So for me, it started shaping how I conduct myself around people, when I'm around people and when I'm not around people, because everyone is always watching. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Spiritual gifts or talents have you discovered through doing this?
Talents and gifts. I wouldn't know when it comes to talents and gifts. I don't think there's anything that I had that I discovered through the podcast, but I would probably say that it gave me the confidence to actually step in to what I actually had to do. Because when you have people that are pushing you, they know your gift and they're like, why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? So it just gives you that push. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it helped me discover new spiritual gifts. They were just there. But yeah, I'm a worship minister, and now I think I feel more comfortable because I'm not used to the screen and stuff like that. I'm not comfortable like just walking in my ministry and listening to people.
The podcast has sort of brought the gifts to lighting. No, actually, yeah, I think confidence. Is that a gift? I don't know. I think confidence. Yeah, the podcast was a confidence booster for me. There was times I would speak, but I would be shy. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, even accountability for the evangelism. Because I would say, oh, we evangelize. But then I do not actually go and evangelize. So I started bringing out the evangelism. Or even teaching. I found that I have an element that can teach. I don't know. Maybe God will tell me. But yeah, I think it didn't really show me what gifts I had, but it brought out the gifts that I had, but not necessarily showed the gifts. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the hardest challenge that you faced as being part of the TBC podcast when you first started?
I would say for me personally, confidence. Because like I said, when we started, I thought it was jokes. Like for me, I thought podcasts, like we are slowly sort of like, I don't know how to express it, but I thought podcasts were just people joking around and talking. But then because ours is a Christian podcast, it can't be the same as a worldly podcast, because we also have to have like, after people listen to us, they have to leave with something that like can impact their life. So for me, it was mostly like, okay, am I equipped enough with the knowledge of the Bible to teach people? So that was like the hardest thing for me, like obstacle for me. Hence why I took some time off and then later on joined after I had equipped myself with the knowledge of the word. But yeah, that's the hardest thing. And also recording. Like guys, I think People are saying that was a wrong thing, that was harsh and whatever, but like after that, everyone got a new phone.
Yeah, but transferring the video.
Yeah, that was hard because like,
hey,
because sometimes I would have to go to work and me and Michelle work at the same place, so we'd have to transfer the things at work, like transfer the video at work, and you have to wait. But then at the end, we all got new phones, and I feel like one of the reasons, because Michelle had gotten a phone as a gift, me and Charmaine hadn't really gotten the phones yet, but I think it was more of a push for us to also get phones because we were like, yeah, if we get them for the podcast. Like me personally, I got the phone. I was like, okay, the podcast. So although it was hard transferring the videos and whatever, it kind of pushed us to step into a lavish life. Yeah. So now we all got an upgrade of our phones. So a win is a win. Honestly, a win is a win.
Yeah. How has TBC shaped you to become the person that you are today?
Me, I think it helped me become more serious and more consistent. Things like studying the word, praying, even just checking up on things like my friends and stuff like that. Because I remember I used to tell you that, if you're struggling to read your Bible, I'll help you. And then maybe I'll help you one day, and then I never actually did. But yeah, so now I have people that actually hold me accountable, so I actually do that, and so it's just helped me to stay consistent. And I need that in life, guys, because when you go out there and you're trying to work with people, especially like the event stuff, you need to be someone who's responsible, someone who's consistent, and someone who people can rely on. So I would say that's something that I take from TBC. Yeah.
What things could you have done differently if you were to start another podcast today?
Guys, check those reviews on Shein. Check those reviews on Ting. Like, bro, the many things that we bought, and then
what?
Oh my days, and then they
using
come.
sellotape.
And then they come like the dimensions. We bought the wrong stuff, and then when they came, we actually see that this is actually not it. So check the reviews when you're buying equipment and everything. And like, if it's a Christian podcast, pray about it. Like, you just don't walk into it like blindsided, because it's actually serious. Because now you are preaching to the people, and people are actually listening. Like, you might think you're just doing it for fun, but people actually take what you're saying seriously. So you also have to be deep in your word. And I would say, do not listen to what people say. Like, if God gives you a vision for yourself, you have to take that vision and implement it, because a lot of times people will come with discouragement, and that discouragement might actually come on you, and you actually feel discouraged as well. But then it just makes me think of the story of Noah. Like, Noah knew his vision, which he had gotten from God, to build that ark. And during the time he was building the ark, people were laughing at him. But if I was Noah during the time, I would have left that.
Fled.
Literally, bro. Like I can imagine what he went through, but because he had the vision that God had given him, and we had a vision that God had given us, you just have to stand firm to that vision and see it through. But yeah.
What was the hardest challenge we faced as a team?
I think as a team, it was equipment when we started, because we had to use my phone. And the storage, guys, was not storaging. Charmaine didn't have a phone. My phone was still... We'll not get there, but then Charmaine didn't have a phone. Michelle's phone had 0 storage, and then we're using my phone. And then I remember this one time, my phone was out of storage, and then we thought we were recording, but it had stopped recording a long time ago. And then we were yapping like 30 minutes or so, and it wasn't recording anything. And then when we took it, it didn't have anything. It had the first 5 minutes, and then I deleted some stuff. We started again, only to discover it stopped halfway through as well. And then we had to ask for Charmaine's mom's phone to use. Guys, it was tough. And also, we started in a living room. We started in Charmaine's living room at humble beginnings. And our tripod, shout out to your family. And Kuti had to move out from his room so we can try and use a bedroom, and that didn't work out. We got a sofa, we never used it, that didn't work out.
Yes, we did.
And then our tripod, guys, it was sellotaped. That was a challenge, because it would be like that, and you're trying to do that.
No, because I remember at Charmaine's house.
If you don't sacrifice in ministry, then it's not a
No,
true ministry.
It's not a true
Ministry is about sacrificing.
Because they'll be making noise in the kitchen.
And they're coming downstairs, and you're trying to record. You're like, and you can't ask people in their own home. Oh, guys, can you please?
We're trying to record.
Oh, they open the door, and now you have to restart the whole thing, guys. It was a whole
Even
challenge.
when we had opportunities for someone to record with us, we're like,
but we can't bring them to the house,
Yeah.
so we just had to be
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. But look where we are now, guys. Yeah.
What was the hardest challenge that you faced when you were recording or planning things out?
I think Michelle already said it. the one where we had to radio again. And she didn't finish the story because after that we asked for my brother's phone and then he gave us a time frame. I was like, didn't even get things about ministry because I was getting so angry. Like, he did not understand the vision. But then, yeah, I think that was one of the hardest challenges.
Oh, he never gave us the video after
yeah, but he never gave us the video. He never gave us the video. And I think the phone was the biggest challenge. Even sometimes we had to record like 5 times that video, I remember. And then we said, let's just quit for today. And then we'll take it on Tuesday or another day. But yeah, recording and storage was the hardest problem that we faced, I would say. Yeah. What things could you have done differently if you were to start another pod today?
If I was to start another pod, I think I would say be fully knowledgeable about like equipment and stuff before just buying it, because yeah guys, it's tough out here, it's dark out here. And actually ask someone before you buy something, otherwise you're gonna buy something that is broken, and now what, you've used 100, 200 money and it doesn't work. What are you gonna do? And also, I wouldn't listen to other people's opinions, because there are people out there, you know yourselves, that told us that you aren't going to be able to do it. So if we had listened to that, maybe we would be out here saying like, oh, we can't do it, we need to save money. But hey guys, God is in control, so you just need to focus on God, because he's gonna pull you through. You see? Yeah. That's what I would do differently.
For me, what I would do is not listening to people who speak negatively, because they cannot see the vision, they cannot see what God sees and what God is doing. Because for me, I remember asking someone, this was like a tech guy who we know, and they're like, oh, could you help us with the setup, could you help us with the camera and everything? And they're telling us what you have is too broke, and he put me down. I cannot imagine. And he put figures in my face that I've never seen. But by God's grace, we are here with all the equipment. So what I would do differently is not listening to what people say about what you're doing, because God always has a plan, and you have to see the vision. And also being in my word more. I want to admit something, guys. Sometimes I'd hear, we have a podcast on Wednesday, and Shaman was too busy. Quick Googling. Yeah, it was bad. But what I'd do is being more intentional at first and build my way up. I hope I didn't expose myself too much. But yeah.
Well, you spoke the truth, and that's all we need. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Kimberly Kwambana and I'm the founder of Her Prayers, and I just want to start off this video by just celebrating the girls, and I just want to congratulate you guys on your first anniversary. I pray that God will continue to just grow your platform and he will continue to pour wisdom and knowledge into you guys. Experience on TBC podcast was absolutely amazing, and I could just tell that the girls really love doing what they do and that they have a passion for it. Today they had also asked me questions about myself and my ministry, which was really nice, and they made me feel extremely comfortable, which was nice knowing that this is my first podcast ever, having the lights, the camera and everything on me. They made me feel comfortable and they made me feel welcomed. Just an amazing atmosphere, and I really love doing this episode, especially it being on a topic that I feel like is extremely important as well and relevant to their audience. What do I want to see in the future for TBC? I want to see a lot. I want to see it all. First of all, I love listening to the girls speak and just hearing the wisdom they have to put on us. But I would love an event. And a TBC event. I think that would be amazing, and having a live panel, that's really up the girls' alleys, and I feel like that would be nice. What else do I want to see? I would also like to see another Q&A episode. I'm pretty sure they have done one before, but it would be nice to get an updated one. I'd also love to see a video on how they've found navigating, having a platform, having a podcast as children of God, and what that has looked like, and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes we may not see through their episodes. And lastly, if you guys ever have time, it would be nice to see some Bible study sessions just with your subscribers and those who listen to you guys. I feel like it will be a really nice way to connect with your community, and it will be more personal. So yeah, I just cannot wait to see how God continues to grow you, and I just thank you guys for being a blessing in my walk with Christ.
If I could use one word to describe my TBC experience, I'd say privilege. It was such a privilege to, you know, sit with such intelligent and inquisitive girls, just, you know, challenging the questions and the debates of this generation. And I was very privileged and honoured to be entrusted with the responsibility of enlightening the listeners of the show, of the episode. And I think the work that they're doing is a privilege to tune, and it's a privilege to be entrusted with that responsibility and to share the gospel in such a way. I'm very excited for TBC Turns 1, and I would love to see a lot more, I guess, touring from the girls, a lot more live events, not just in Corby, up and down the UK, international, soon by the grace of God, you know, getting some books out, some dilemmas in, for more interaction with us. Like, we want to speak with you as well. And yeah, like, it was such a privilege, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and I'm so excited for where the Lord is taking the girls, big and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hi guys, it's Minister Kuzi here, and I just want to start off by saying congratulations to the girls for their first year anniversary. Man, I'm really excited. I'm excited, and the reason I'm excited is because I know where you guys started off, and I know where God has put you now. You're really a testimony in our generation for what God has been doing through your lives. I pray God continues to lift you from glory to glory. Higher levels are coming for you. I pray elevation in your lives, because you guys, I know the work that you put in. I know the diligence that you guys have, and how you've set your hearts and your desires on God's desires. And I pray God rewards you for that. He rewards them that diligently seek Him. And we see the work that you put in, from the studying, from the hours of studying the word, from the hours of setup, from the recording to after recording to the posting and everything. You guys have really been doing a great work. I pray God rewards you for that. And 5 years, I don't know, you know, in 5 years, I'm waiting to be surprised, because the word tells me that He does far above whatever we can ask or think of. And I'm waiting to be surprised, because I know that it's going to bring you to new levels that I can't even imagine. And I pray for millions to come to your voices, millions to sit at your feet, that they may learn the word. Amen. So I'm excited, guys. Happy anniversary. TBC. You are you're so tender when it man. The world gave me darkness, the Lord gave me hope. Trying to fight it to make my way home. You led me through the troubling waters. You know me and you call me your daughter. Abba, saved by love. Lord, you were the one, you did grace in me. I was bound and now I've been set free. The way you loving me, they impress me.